First of all, I want to give credit to my Maker for my Maker allowing me to have the patience through many years of being able to hold myself together. I never thought I'd see a day in my life that there are devices, these boom cars, that they have a low frequency that can go through buildings like they're not even there. The same thing that causes whales to beach themselves. And I just don't understand how it is, unless the cops are knowingly or unknowingly being given some kind of conscious killing drug. I have a feeling the same thing was probably done to the people that slaughtered millions of Jews in the Holocaust. I believe you got to kill somebody's conscience in order for them to knowingly allow millions of people to suffer across the United States because of these boom cars. So what I've done, as of 2016, around March 2016, this tape was done, and I think it's a little bit of February in there too. I have been trying to safeguard our ambulance and fire department people. January 2016, they had this propaganda bullshit thing of move over bullshit law. I've been pleading on behalf of our ambulance and fire department people for many years. I live on a main road of where there are hundreds of boom cars that go up and down the road. You see the same ones, the same vehicles over and over and over. Panama City Beach, from a National Geographic special, told me that Panama City Beach is the largest drug dealing area in the world. And what I'm talking about is, you got a perfect storm. You got these fucking idiots, so-called college students, actually mommies and daddies motherfucking brats. They come on down here. They tear up the beaches. They do whatever they want down here. Not only that, there's a corrupt thing called spring break court. They don't go to jail like the locals here. No sirree. Maybe they got to go pick up some trash or something like that. Slave for a day bullshit. But let a local person do something, they have no mercy on them. And the reason why is they're afraid that they might lose business that they don't even deserve in the first place. And I want to let you know something. I'm not against cops. But I just can't understand how they knowingly know that there's millions of people that are suffering across the United States because of these boom car punk motherfuckers. Millions of ambulance and fire department people are being put in danger. The dispatchers know it more than me. I only live on one road. I don't know about what goes on 23rd Street. I don't know what goes on Harrison Avenue. I don't know what goes on, different places in Panama City. But I can tell you one thing. They have got such a stronghold here. This is actually a criminal empire. And what I believe is going on, see, the cops, they know that these boom cars are irritation devices. There are people that would never ever think about starting trouble with their neighbor. I never thought I'd see the day that innocent people are forced to fight for their rights to live in peace, which is actually cop entrapment. So what goes on is these boom cars, they have infiltrated the highest offices of the land. They've infiltrated the Florida governor's office. I've called the Florida governor's office. I've called the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. I've called Florida Highway Patrol. Let's see. I've called, I've called so many different agencies, the Bay County Sheriff's Department, and yet the felonies of these boom cars, just a name, I don't know of another device of where they can commit so many crimes. Let's go through the list. Chapter 14, it is the duty of the Florida governor to arrest every one of these motherfucking punks, which ain't been done. I talked to a Warren Davis of, he's been in Citizen Services, executive director at the Florida governor's office, I think since Governor Jeb Bush or Charlie Crist. Rick Scott is now in there, okay? 3015 of Florida statutes, it is the duty of the Sheriff's Department to arrest every one of these motherfucking punks. 6005 of the Florida statutes, it's the duty of the state's attorney's office to arrest every one of these motherfucking punks. Their felonies under 403161, which is environmental A, and B, which is a 5-year prison sentence. 784 is when the concussion, you can feel the concussion on your eardrums or in your body. 80610 of the Florida statutes is when they put ambulance and fire department people in danger. 81002 is when the boom cars, the concussion of the speakers, barges into somebody's home or their car. 837 of the Florida statutes is when the dispatcher's lying. You're going to hear all kinds of lying going on, and the cops. 838 is called bribery, conspiracy. That right there is when people cops get together, dispatchers get together, and they know I'm being tormented. But see, the thing is I hope and pray. I don't, you know, say I know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'll tell you what I know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to get down on my knees and I'm going to pray today, because I don't know what the hell's going to happen tomorrow. Then we've got, that's conspiracy, bribery. Then we got 874, it's called criminal gang signaling instrumentalities, where it specifically states that the legislator has said that citizens have a right to be in peace, not be terrorized. Then we got 876, which is called conspiracy, sedition devices. And then, same thing as a sedition organization. These are felonies. These are not misdemeanors. What they do is they trivialize these motherfuckers by saying, they trivialize it by going, well, that's just a noise ordinance. Then we got 895 of the Florida statutes, which is called cop racketeering. That's when the cops protect a criminal enterprise. And that's what's going on right now. Then we got 932 contraband, of where they can take away their vehicles forever. And I can guarantee you that it's so simple to get rid of these motherfuckers, it's incredible. Then we've got the Florida Constitution, Article 2, Section 7 of the Florida Constitution says unnecessary noise will not be tolerated. Oh yeah! And under 876 of the Florida statutes, all public servants, they have to swear an oath to it. I guess they can just conveniently motherfucking lie. And then we've got United States Code Title 18, 241, 242, which is a $10,000 fine and 10 years in prison. There's a guy named Michael Dunn, who was an airplane pilot, owned a company called Dunn & Dunn Software, has more brains than, if he took a shit, the brains that he probably had in his toilet would be more than my brains. I'm a dumb motherfucker compared to these people. But see, here's the thing. I can guarantee you, over in Jacksonville, now I am not for anybody using violence against anybody, but Michael Dunn had a concealed weapons permit, which means a lot of people, they don't even get concealed weapons permit. They'll just have a gun, you know, at their business or their home. And but he went out of his way to get a concealed weapons permit, which tells me that he was a lot more thoughtful and a lot more careful about being in control of his weapon. So he goes to Jacksonville and he's going to marry off his son. And Duval County, uh, Jacksonville. I believe Duval County. So anyway, Rob Shinova overlooks all the criminal shit. Jordan Davis was hanging around with fucking criminals. They had this red SUV. What was described in court is the sound was so terrible that it literally shook the whole store. So Michael Dunn, he's just going into the convenience store for maybe a minute or two. He's got a wedding going on. He's going to just get himself, some alcoholic beverage, and celebrate his son being married off. What happened is, he asked a boom car punk motherfucker, Jordan Davis, and his fucking gang, hey, you mind turning down the boom bass? Them motherfuckers thought, hey, we've got a fucking rat in a cage, man. We can fucking torch the shit out of Whitey, man. So they turned the fucking shit up. Gee whiz. I'm sure Michael Dunn felt like his head was going to explode. He still asked them to turn it down. What happened? They pulled a gun out on him. The gun all of a sudden just disappears. Corey Strolla was the so-called defense attorney on this case. I'm sure he got the family's money of probably over $100,000 and dropped him like a fucking lead weight, like a rat jumping off a burning ship. Well, I contacted Corey Stroller through email, and I gave him all the felonies of these boom car punks. Not only that, Michael Dunn was entrapped. That's called 777-201 of the Florida statutes. Michael Dunn could have walked on this case, but Corey Stroller, I even got an email back acknowledging, thank you for your help. Michael Dunn is in jail for the rest of his life, and I'm praying to God I can figure out some way to free him, because I'll guarantee you he didn't have no criminal record. He didn't wake up with killing on his mind. But Angela Corey, for political reasons, prosecuted him. So now Michael Dunn is in jail for the rest of his life. And I want to let you know something. I am not against cops. I'm against violence. But all I can do in my area here is I treat people like I want to be treated in my area. And if there's a misunderstanding, I'll go out of my way to say, pardon me, is there any way that we can correct things? So anyway, this is just an introduction. Now it's going to come up as actual conversations, true public records under 119 of the Florida statutes, and also under 286 of the Florida statutes, Florida Sunshine Law. Also, United States Code Title 18, 2511, Section 2D gives me a right to be able to make an accurate public record. So anyway, this is continuation.